guys, welcome back to the United Star. And after the international break, Sid, what's your take on this game and how things panned out? I think sloppy first half, but the players came back strong, to say the least, in the second half. But I don't think this is the way you go about things. I expected them to be way more energetic after a very drabby performance against Leicester. So, what's your take about on this?
Look, I'm happy we got the 3 point, but I was not happy with the way we played. I think both you and me have been saying this for a really long time. The issue is not the goalkeeper, and I just want to say this to all the media outlets wherever to stop this whole goalkeeper agenda, stop this whole Dean Henderson versus David De Gea. The real problem is the defense. If you see on the first goal, both Lindelof and Aaron Wan-Bissaka, they were sleeping. They were absolutely asleep, and I think this one goes on them. Dean made a very good save, but unfortunately he couldn't make the return save. And Danny Welbeck scored against us, which I felt was going to come. But then you have to see this, right? The defense is the problem, and I saw before the game that uh, agendas were being pushed that okay, you know what, now it's Dean Henderson's time, it's David De Gea's time. I think. Um, I just want to say this. I don't think that's the answer yet. I think we still have the Europa League game, and I think Davide is going to start on that. But there were many dreadful performances on the pitch today. Bruno definitely amongst them, but I think once again Fred was absolutely terrible today. I think there are two players who can keep their heads held high, and that is Luke Shaw and Mason Greenwood, because I think both of them were very good. And I do not understand why we are playing Marcus Rashford with that injury he's been carrying for over a year. When he came off, you could literally see him, holding his back and walking towards the tunnel. And that's not just been today. That's been for a really long time. So why are we playing him? We've got players on the bench who can play in that role. Why are we playing Marcus Rashford when he's injured? I think the priority with Marcus Rashford has to be that he gets that injury fixed, or else we are going to lose a very talented player in him.
I think I agree with you when it comes to the Rashford part. But at the same time, I think Dean Henderson and that discussion is a completely different ball game. I think he needs 4 to 5 games where he makes no mistakes. He made plenty of mistakes today with coming out trying to catch the ball, and it is a big club. We saw David De Gea also get the same level of criticism when he came in, and it took him time to adjust. So I think that's a different topic. Media agendas will be there because, well, we're a big club and so be it. But with this game, is top four sealed for you?
It depends. Like I said before, Leicester also. Leicester is not a team we can sleep over, right? And if you've seen the last couple of games we've played in the Premier League, we've barely just won. And I just want to say this: we are surviving in the league. We are not thriving, right? Because every game we are just winning by that one or two jammy goals, and that is not what Manchester United is. Manchester United is, when you say the name Manchester United, you associate it with a dominant football side, not a football side who will sit back and try to, hit the opposition on the break, right? So I think our second spot is sealed, but you never know with this team. I mean, we lost to Sheffield United, right? So we can lose to anyone if we lose to Sheffield United. And I think we might slip. We play Spurs next week. We might slip then. Uh, but who knows? I can't really say,
I,
because
I
I
think
think
I think
Spurs.
I get what you're saying. I understand the psyche, and that's why in the 5 games that I predicted, I expected at least one downfall.
Hmm.
You're saying it could be against Spurs, and I wouldn't mind that because Spurs winning could ideally keep Liverpool out of the Champions League. So I wouldn't mind that, but yeah, I think you've gone a step ahead and said that second spot is sealed. I think the top four is definitely sealed because we're 11 points clear of Spurs with 8 games
Yeah, that's
remaining.
definitely there.
So it'll take a monumental effort from both sides to manage to make the cut to switch positions from second to fifth. But that being
Yeah.
said, again, you mentioned certain players. Fred was not up to the mark. I don't think that's a surprise. I think he's in there because he can just stop play. Like he can
Hmm.
just get the ball and make that fair tackle without messing about. But at the same time, he loses the ball way too much. And Troy Deeney has also come out and
Right.
said that. So there's not
Right.
much to say about that. I think Pogba was slightly off. Bruno was off as well. But that's the thing. Even though Bruno was off, he was so crucial for both our goals. It's exceptional. But I would like to end on one thing. What's your take on Cavani? Because I didn't see him anywhere in the second half. I think the first time he touched the ball was in the 60th minute.
Hmm. So my honest opinion is that I don't think we should expect anything out of our strikers because we've got no creativity from the wings. I mean, our only main creative outlet is Bruno, right? And most of the time he's also double marked and all. So I don't expect anything from our strikers. Whereas I think Cavani is that kind of player. I said it in the beginning of the season. He's that kind of player who's past his prime and he is going to get injured very often. So I mean, I knew this was going to happen. I don't expect anything. I didn't expect anything from Martial either. Um,
I mean, Martial didn't play, so you can't expect anything from
yeah,
him.
and I think he's out for the season now.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
really unfortunate.
I think to be honest, we've probably seen the last of Martial at United. I won't be surprised if he leaves United. But I guess a drab of a performance, something that we've more or less got used to over the
Hmm.
last few, weeks and months. United aren't performing at that level with which they were in November and December. It's gone backwards, and I don't know who to blame. Whether I need to blame the manager, the players, or the fatigue.
Everyone,
You can't
everyone.
really put a pinpoint on it, but.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think and not a good game, but good 3 points when all our rivals dropped them. And heading on to Granada, do you see the side being as strong as it is, and now focusing on Europa League, given that top four is more or less sealed?
Yeah, I think Ole really wants to win a trophy this season, and Europa League is the only trophy he is in. He's not going to win the Premier League. He's not going to win the FA Cup. He's not going to win the
I
EFL
mean,
Cup.
the league is still not over.
I mean, I mean, it's Man City after all.
Yeah, I mean, if Spurs can catch up to us, we can catch up to Man City.
Who knows?
But guys, that's about it. You've heard it from Sid and me. Do let us know what you thought about the game in the comments below. Personally, my man of the match would be Mason Greenwood for all the effort that he put in. Um, I think calling Luke Shaw the man of the match would be similar to giving Bruno the player of the month award when Bruno was in unbelievable form. But that's about it. Do like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.